Okay, alright. Just gonna make sure everything is going smoothly. Hello? Alright, everything's going good. I got the chat off to the side. Can y'all hear me? Oh, hey Max. Hey Mark. Hey guys. What up? It is. How y'all doing today? Alright, that's good. Alright. Let me just make sure that my playback is live. Alright, it's a bit delayed, but whatever for me on my end. But hello everyone. Today is the day that I know it's been. Oh well, fuck. I'm terrible with introductions. Anyway, hi everyone. I know it has been a while since I have posted anything, but yeah, I thought that today I would rank aspects of my many Danganronpa Plush series. It's like we're gonna be so. First off, before I do anything, I will say I am only ranking the completed series. So, things like Island of a not Island of a Cliff. Unfinished series will not be included in this this tier list. These tier lists. So as you can see, I have the tier list. This is the victims. These are the killers. Executions. The trials overall, and then the survivors. Alright, so we're gonna wait like a few minutes before we begin, but how are y'all doing? I'm doing well. I have not been as active on YouTube as of late because I've just been busy with other projects, and also recording is just a big pain in the ass. I have not edited the next episode of PS yet, Plush Survivor. I've been meaning to. I've just been busy writing, and editing is just a pain in the ass. But I'll definitely get back to making videos eventually. And yeah. I will say I don't know. I cannot promise a release date for the first trial of Academic Despair yet. However, I'm willing to make an offer. I saw like a few edits of my DR Plush like a few months ago, and I'm like, wow, I really don't deserve these edits. But I'm willing to make an impossible offer. If by next month I see 20 edits of any of my DR Plush, what I mean by that is like make an edit of your favorite moment from my DR Plush, and if by next month I get 20 of them, then after the next episode of PS, I will not only make an intro to Danganronpa Academic Despair, I will start recording the first trial. That's my deal. Alright. It's like the Wendy edit all over again. Yes. Yes, it's like the Wendy. For all you, I don't know. Oh god, fuck. Whoever made the Wendy edit, someone made a Wendy edit about like Wendy and my Plush Survivor. Honestly, it was so fucking funny. But yes, if there are 20 edits of any of my DR Plush series in a month, Oh, you made it. Oh, well, I loved that edit. It was amazing. It was funny. We're going. Yes. Okay, fine. I'll lower. Like, when I'm not really expecting 20 edits. If I get like 10 edits, can we watch it? Sure. Hold on. Fuck. I don't. Wait. Actually, I don't think. I don't think I can pull it up. Actually, I don't know if I have it saved. Oh well, fuck. Now I feel obligated to put it up. Hold on. Fuck. Let me pull up the chat. And then I can just go to your channel from there. Don't question anything. Alright, channel. Where's the edit? Where's the lovely edit of Wendy? I don't see. Unless I skipped it, in which that could be a very, very likely possibility, because... Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think I skipped it. God damn it. Oh, it's on videos. Oh, there it is. Alright, everyone, here.
I'm gonna kill you like Regina George! Wait, my name is Regina George! Didn't she get my... Oh! She's like, how did she... I got like, I'm the first one to like, get a million all the haters away.
Oh my god. Guys, she really did slay. Alright, hold on, I gotta mute that, because just in case I have to look back at chat, but, the illustrious Wendy edit. So, okay, we're about to begin, but that offer stands. If by this time, next month, we get around, I see around 10 to 20 edits, I'll lower it to 10 to 20. 10 to 20 edits of your favorite moment of any of my Danganronpa Plush series. It can also be anything. Not anything. It could be edits, a piece of art, anything, fan art. If there's 10 to 20 by next month, after the next episode of Plush Survivor, I will make progress on the first trial and the intro to I'll try and make progress, because I'll say this now, the first trial for the series, it will involve some custom assets, which I do have to draw. And drawing some of these fuckers that aren't human are kind of annoying. Going between, say, 15. Okay, fuck it, fine, 15. I'll make it in a community post later. Just for people who aren't... Damn, how did we drop in viewers? Alright, but we will start now. We will start... Okay, so how this is going to work is, we're going to go in terms of, like, in terms of series order. We'll go victim, then we'll go move on to their killer, their execution, and then we'll rank the trial overall. And we'll save the survivors for the end. So, let's start off with my very first series, the one I hate. It's my first series. I was just a silly guy in quarantine. I was trying to have fun. I wasn't trying to actually make anything grand yet. And then subscribers started rolling in, and then I got intimidated. So, the Wendy edit dropped the viewers. Don't listen, it was a fun edit. But yeah, this is when I didn't know how to do stuff for Danganronpa Plush. So, let's start off with the first fucking victim, Freddy. Actually, you know what? We need another row. Hold on. We need another row. Let's put that. Let's do F tier. Now, personally, I have nothing to say about Freddy. I think bro is F tier victim. There was no setup. Honestly, that can be said for a lot of the early stages of my DR plushes. It just felt like killing. There was no weight behind Freddy. I don't even know why Mickey decided to kill him. I don't remember. But yeah, honestly, real. But yeah, Freddy's down there. He's F tier. I'm sorry, Freddy. I want to bring Freddy back one day. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I'll still be doing this by then, by the time I do decide. But if I set this up better, I would put him in C, because, yeah. I will say, if this current timeline continues, you will see Freddy at some point. I'll leave that in there as a little tease. But, alright, next, let's go on to the first killer, Mickey fucking Mouse. Why the fuck is there not an F tier here? Because, there should be, because Mickey's going straight there. Like, what the fuck? We got 2 F tiers in a row. Like, what the? I wish I could say more, but I have nothing to fucking say. Like, bro just decided to kill Freddy. Like, I don't know. God, I hope this stream ain't boring. God damn. I'll have more to say when we get to, the other videos on this list. But, oh yeah, this is a Killers and Masterminds tier list, so we'll rank that too. But, yeah, I have nothing to say about Mickey. Mickey's execution. Again, I have to add another tier for F tier, because my first ever case, straight up doo-doo. Straight up doo-doo water. Because, literally, I remember his execution. It was me turning on the fucking TV and 2 pitchforks come out and stab Mickey. 10 out of 10 execution, am I right? Bro had pro motive kill Freddy for crappy reasons. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's just go on to the trial, and I don't remember exactly. I didn't watch. Let me just say, I didn't watch these the early trials before I made these. I just looked at them for screenshots, and oh god, yeah, put that in F tier. There'll definitely be an S tier as we go on, but oh my god, yeah, everything about the first trial I ever made. Wait, hold on. Personally, I think Mickey's reason was reasonable. I mean, if I had to play a game just to get out, how would... I mean, if you think that... I'll make these tier lists available after the stream. I'll put them in the description. But, yeah, as of right now, the first trial is F tier. Okay. Next up, Victim 2, Mario. Ooh. Honestly, the body is, I think maybe I'll put it in C. Here's the thing. From what I remember, I like what I set up with Mario. Like, with the group of, him, Knuckles, Marie, and Bowser, which none of them make it out alive. That's so fucking stupid. I know groups like that can get killed in Fangans and, the main series. I just did nothing with them. And that's... Yeah, bro got blown up. I do think that's a unique way, but to like his body. But realistically, I had no reason to kill off Mario. I think I just wanted to switch to Luigi for the Pro Tech because I like Luigi more. But yeah, right now Mario is like low B, high C. And Incineroar. What the fuck? Like, why did Incineroar kill again? I don't remember. These are my fucking characters. My fucking series, and I don't remember why some of these motherfuckers killed. They just got a little silly. But, oh god, you know, I'm gonna put Incineroar in D tier because at least he had a creative way of killing Mario. I have nothing to say. Oh god, the early DR plushes are gonna go fast. Incineroar's execution, I mean, it was just me and my brother fucking punching him and then setting a pillow on him. So, you know, C tier for that, I guess. And the trial overall, I guess we'll just rank it D tier. Please bring him back. Bring who back? Oh, Incineroar? God, I don't remember what I did with it. You know what? Fuck, wait, hold on. I need to check this. If I get to 2,000 subscribers, I will stream me reacting to my first ever Danganronpa Plush series, and y'all will have to go through that pain as well. There's a reason why I made like a video version of it. Alright, next up are the Chapter 3 victims, which are Knuckles and Marie. Now, at the time, I will have to say, I liked the concept of it in my mind. They both died in by drowning in with a place with no water, which I thought was unique. But looking at the cast, it's really fucking obvious. I think I have to put Knuckles above Marie. Marie goes in like C tier just for the body itself. And Knuckles goes up there because it has just started a meme of Knuckles never making it past Chapter 3 in any of my Danganronpa Plush series. It's been a meme, and I like that meme. Maybe I'll break it one day. I don't know. But I can't. This is when I at least started to have fun with them. So I'll say this: Knuckles' his body is in like B tier, and Marie's also is in C tier. God, should I rank the characters as well, like as characters? That'll go along with like where I put them as well, but like I think right there is fine. Primarina, we're putting your ass in C tier right there behind Incineroar, because honestly, why the fuck did she kill? I don't understand. I don't remember. What the fuck was I on? I was on some copium or something. Primarina, please be in D tier. Yes, she is in D tier. And that, I will say, I think her execution is at least somewhat interesting. She's a fish, like a mermaid. She got chopped up and served up. So, you know, that's going in B tier. But other than that, that's where she lays. And, you know, I guess I'll put her trial in C tier because I at least like the concept of it. Alright, next up, Decidui. Now, I think I'll have more, like, go into more depth about things, like, motives and stuff, like, once we get into, like, the later later series, because that's when I can actually, like, talk about them. But, I have to say, I think this body is at least an S tier. I like Decidueye's body. That's an A tier. However, my fucking dumbass, I do not know what the fuck I was thinking. Teasing him still being alive. What the fuck was I thinking? Because that made it too painfully obvious that, oh, he's secretly alive or something. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? But I do like his body. If he were going basically all character, he'd go in fucking F tier. But, you know, he can stay there. And then the killer. Okay, Peach, I think is like... Peach, I think it's a simple... This Peach is a simple B tier killer. Because I think I at least remember her motive. She, like, wanted to, like... The motive was starvation, so she killed to, like... save everyone. So, at least then... I can at least give her that, because I can understand why she killed at the very... But... Oh god, and I can assume I made her kill the Decidueye because, oh, she barely knows the Decidueye, so... Yeah. And then her execution wasn't bad either. I think maybe like high B tier. I don't think it was bad. It was supposed to reference Super Mario Sunshine when she was on a plane. And then it just crashed. So, yeah. That's B tier. Then the trial, I think, should be at least... Trial, I think, is like maybe C tier as well. And then, like... Why did I kill Bowser? Honestly, why did I kill Bowser? I mean, how the fuck did he die again? Did his brain get blown out? Like, C tier, I guess. My girl Peach has potential to survive, but straight up gets killed and died in every fan again. And then, what the fuck? I guess, like, did Sonic and Tails work together in this game? I don't know. I'll rank this Tails in C tier, because I have nothing to really say. Like, I wish I can go into depth more about, like, some of this early, like... Once we get into, like, Morton and, like, things beyond, we'll at least get to, like, deeper in discussions. But right now, we got nothing. And then Tails' execution, I guess... I think Tails' execution is the best out of them, out of this series, because it's just... It was at least... Yeah, I think it was an explosion. Who piloted the plane? Simple. Oh my god, it was Toadsworth! It was Toadsworth! Oh my god. Alright, but... Trial overall, I think it was, like, rushed, so I think... Oh, is it above the second trial? No, it's not. But whatever, we'll leave it at that. Alright. And now we get... Okay, well, there's no more victims. Okay, so now Mastermind. Straight up Decidueye. Straight up F tier. Straight up F tier Mastermind. No, we'll be generous. We'll put D. We'll put him in D tier. Because I don't think Decidueye was a bad man. I just wish I gave more motive behind him other than... Oh, he's the man. Oh, look! All the fucking Alolan stars are in the DT. What the fuck? Damn, Peach was the best killer here. She kind of slayed, not gonna lie. But I have nothing really to say about Decidueye being the mastermind. I don't have much. His execution, I guess, D tier. Actually, no, C tier, because I like the parallel of, like, the scissors killing him. Freddy Fazbear would have been a better mastermind. You know what? That would have been a better idea. I'm so stupid for not thinking of that. But we're gonna rank the trial. This off merit of just being the final trial, I guess we'll go in B tier just off that. And actually no, it goes down to C tier for that because of the fucking hint that Decidueye was still alive. God damn. But now we get to the first thing on this tier list. This tier list, the survivors. So, the survivors for, fuck, what was this series called? Live or Die. God damn it. I always forgot the name of my own damn series. Live or Die. Is Peach the only one to kill the mastermind? I don't. We'll go into that more once we continue. But okay, the survivors of Live or Die were Luigi, Callie, Daisy, Sonic, and Kirby. Honestly, not a bad survivor lineup. And I think B tier is appropriate. It's not the best survivor lineup, but it's a survivor lineup that's special to me because it's the first. And that is it for Live or Die. Now we get to my second series, Shattered Secrets. I have done so much. I'm mentally ill, if that's not already obvious enough. But I had fun with most of these series. We'll get into the ones I didn't have fun with later. But first up, Victim Score Bunny. Honestly, straight up D tier. Like, at least he had more build up than Freddy. I'll give that. But like, bro was worse than Mitch. Not Mitch, but like, bro was nicer than Mitch, but didn't even get any time. We'll get to Detective Pikachu in a little bit, honestly. But honestly, bro was just a stagnant character. He did not do anything and died not doing anything. And then Chinchino, honestly, she's like, I kind of like her. One, because I don't really use Chinchino that much anymore, and I wish I did. So, the fact I used her at all here, I'll at least put her in C tier. But I wish I gave her more of a motive. Like, I do not fucking remember the early moves. They were just, like, giving up. My early moves were just Monokuma giving away shit. Like, what the fuck? The first ever Chapter 1 female Blacken was a big flop, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, she was a flop. I will say, her execution is decent. I'll put it in maybe top of C tier. And then okay, this is where I start to at least start liking the trials. So I'll put her trial in B tier because I liked how, like, how the fuck did she drug everyone to sleep again? I forgot, because I know she drugged people to sleep. I remember I made a meme of Chinchino and Hiroshi. Which Hiroshi? Hold on. I think her motive is she wanted to be the queen of the group. That's so true, Riot. You know, that's canon now. So, next up, okay, this is when I'm gonna at least start talking. Oh, she used a drug bomb. Where the fuck did she get that from? And oh my god, we are not even done, close to being done. Alright. So, next up is Pink Yoshi. Honestly, right off bat, A tier victim. I think Pink Yoshi's A tier victim. She's like the nice character, so obviously she wouldn't last long. But when did you find all of the pixelated pics for the trials? I mean, I looked up on Google pixel sprites and I found them. That's how. But I think she was A tier victim. I like what I did with her body, putting her in the freezer with her wound, and I like Pink Yoshi's body. That's what I'm trying to say. Here's about Pink Yoshi and Yellow Yoshi. Not in this series. Morin, honestly, I think Morin might be our first S tier killer. I think he's a very sympathetic killer. I remember the motive of this chapter. It was the fact that there was a prior killing game. Morin killed so he can learn about what happened to Bowser. So, yeah. And honestly, it's a good subversion of expectations because Morton is the stupid character. So, oh, Warren's VA is in chat. My brother, hi. Well, his old VA. But yeah. I liked Morton's trial. I think it was very interesting. And I liked it. I really liked it a lot. Our legend. And I liked his execution too. I think it could have been better, but A tier. A tier execution for Morton. A tier motive. And honestly, I think first A tier trial. Nothing S tier yet. But we have A tier. Wait, did I put him in S tier? No, okay, we gotta knock him down to A tier. But the same cannot be said about the next fucking trial. Straight up, Yellow Yoshi, F tier. Blue Toad, F tier. You wanna know fucking why? Okay, now we're gonna pause for a second. This is a little tip to anyone, whether you're making an actual fan project, fangan, or anything, just any type of like Danganronpa media for like a Danganronpa plush. Let me tell you, daily life is probably the most important part of your story. Yes, you can do any murder, you can have any murder, but daily life is incredibly important for building up your characters and building up the murder in general. Because let me tell you, I'm writing my own fangan, and one of my favorite fucking things is writing the daily life. And I love making interactions with my characters, building them up. But one thing I know, whenever I look back at like, oh, I wonder why I like writing characters, so like the daily life so much. It's because of that. I like writing for my characters. And then I look at this, and the daily life for chapter 3, and it's only 6 minutes! It's only 6 minutes! What the fuck was I on? I don't understand. I don't understand. I was just... And the case suffered for it. Honestly, the case suffered for it. But yeah, this is just a tip. For anyone making a DR plush, an actual fangan, anything. When you are making a series like this, daily life is important. I don't care if it drags on for too long. I do not care if you get people in your comments saying like, ugh, just get to the body, get to the trial. I do not care. You should ignore those comments. Because daily life is very important for building up your characters. That is just my opinion. But I think it's very fundamental that daily life is very important. You fucking think like all fangans would be as popular as they were if they didn't build up and have scenes? You think fucking Tetro and all these other fangans would be as like lovable as they were if it wasn't for daily life? I mean, the trials are still an amazing part of fangans. But no, daily life is very important. I cannot stress that enough. Alright, and then, honestly, now we have the Detective Pikachu, which, I'll at least give him this. He's above Mickey in F tier. I just think, oh wait, hold on, let me read this. I might say this was... wanted to get content out. Yes, I think this was when I just wanted to get content out as soon as possible. That's another thing. That's why right now, like, I'm more about a quality over quantity guy. Like, I'm not aiming for, like, A-tier movie level quality. But why did bro even kill? I think it was just a frame Yoshi. That's the thing. I don't like this Detective Pikachu because bro just opt on Yoshi so fucking much for being the ultimate criminal. Garbage character. He was good back in the very old competition. But it was, yeah. What was bro's motive? He just wanted to... Your young self ruined Detective Pikachu for me, just saying. Oh god. I ruined... Alright, and I think his execution's nice at least. We'll put we'll put that in top of C tier. But overall, this trial is F tier. Alright, next up, Joseph. I don't know where to put Joseph, if I'm gonna be honest. Because, I mean, I don't remember this case that much as a whole anyway. But I think it's at least C tier. I know it was like a ballroom scene. But I don't remember like the exact motive. I think it's because there was like a traitor in the group. I don't fucking... Oh, I just saw what's next. Okay, and then Joey... Why the fuck did Joey kill again? I'm putting him in D tier! Why the fuck did I not give my... the Koopa, Junior's friend. But, yeah, Joey the Pikmin's going in D tier. His punishment is going in D tier. We can just skim over this trial at least. I can at least give this trial this because I think it was very mellow and heavy. So we'll put it in the bottom of C tier. Actually, no, we'll put it top of C tier. Alright, next body is Yoshi's fake corpse. Now, I remember this. This was when I didn't roughly plan out things. To the people who were I'm gonna put this on S tier just for the joke. Because if you were a member of my Discord server back in the first days of like its creation and the first days of my Danganronpa Plush's creation, you would know that everyone was predicting Yoshi was dying. Bro, there was a someone made like a fan shitty execution doodle of Yoshi just dying because they were like Detective Pikachu stands or something. So to spite them, I made a fake body discovery with Yoshi and incorporated that into the case. But yeah, that's S tier just for the memory of it. RIP to my Discord server. I don't know if I'll make another one, but next up is actually Ludwig. I think Ludwig is B tier. Honest to fucking god, I do not remember why Ludwig died. Funny enough, Kiru's the reason why I like Joey. I just like his character. I'm just gonna Ludwig in B tier. I mean, it was an interesting body. He was crushed. Susie being the killer, though, like, I think I did like how she was the one to try to convince everyone that she was the killer. But then again, this is early DR Plus, so I don't remember exactly why. I think she figured out who the mastermind was or something. She figured out who she was like the traitor working with like everyone else. Ludwig wanted to die. Oh, I'll put Susie in C tier. And then her execution was just getting shot, so we'll put that low C tier. Trial as a whole, putting that maybe in like middle of C tier. But then we get to the mastermind. And Hoopa, S tier. S tier. Kuchan, everyone! It's Kuchan! Oh my god, I remember thinking of that. I wanted to like emulate Angie with like, you know how Angie says like Atua. And I think a bit of like Marin from Danganronpa Rebirth because she went hala hala like Marin. But oh my god, the Kujan thing with this, it was actually just Junko the whole time. Oh my god, early members in the chat, do you remember Kujan? It was amazing. Oh my god. I honestly, she was just a devout follower of Junko, and I can't hate that. And then her execution was just, I kind of hated it low-key, because it was supposed to be setting up for a third series, but like, the murders got, like, way too fucking complicated, and I didn't like where it was going, so ultimately it was scrapped, and that's when the whole multiverse thing started. That's why Monokuma stole, like, the Hoopa ring. But, you know, I'll at least put Hoopa in, like, the C tier. And then the trial as a whole, we'll put that in high A tier. And now we got to the survivors. Honestly, I think this is the first S tier. I like Shattered Secret survivors. Junior, Meloetta, Yoshi, and Bonnie. And to this day, I think Bonnie is the only FNAF character to ever survive any of my DR plushes. And yeah, I like the survivors of Shattered Secrets. Alright, but now we get to Drop Dead Daylight. And honestly, and Marco, I see you in chat. This is what you say is my best Danganronpa plush series. Let's see what I think of this. Alright, first up, Luigi. First up, wait. Okay. We have to add a new tier for Luigi. Hold on. We gotta put the lasagna tier. We gotta put the lasagna tier for Luigi. I love, honestly, I got inspired off of something for the first body, and that's why Luigi's body is just so cool. Oh, but God, it was amazing. I loved it. But, oh yeah, and it's really interesting because Luigi, I remember Luigi was trying to kill, like, Daisy. He was trying to lure her into his room, and then Bendy just took advantage of that. Which, speaking of which, Bendy, honestly, I think Bendy's an A-tier killer. Because his motive was, like, circumstance, but he also killed Luigi in a gruesome way, purely because, like, I don't know why he did that, to be honest. I don't remember. But I think at least he had a decent motive. He wanted to see his girlfriend Alice again, which, I mean, it's basic, but at least he has a motive. So, you know, he's up there. Executions, though, I'm gonna put it, honestly, mid. It was just him getting turned into ink to be used for a drawing. But, you know, in terms of the overall trial, I think it's A tier. At least from what I remember. Alright, but now we get to Goombella, which, I'm not gonna lie. For those of you who know or not, I'm currently making an Insta-Rampa of a Mario Rampa. And I like writing for Goombella more in that than anything more in this. Because, honestly, I think she's a D tier victim. Like, what the fuck did she do? I don't remember it. Like I said, it's been a long-ass time. But, yeah. Goombella, honestly, sadly, is in the D tier. Her body wasn't anything too big to go by. I don't even remember how exactly she died. I think she got blunt force trauma. And the killer, like, Funtime, what the, like, later on you'll see Funtime Foxy as a killer again, but, like, this Funtime Foxy killer is honestly, like, C tier. Like, the fuck, she just killed people? I don't fucking remember, but I don't know. But regardless, I still think that they were like a C tier killer. And then, at least their execution, I think, was at least a decent, like, A tier execution. It felt like a game show, trying to, like, avoid getting hit by, like, the metal pole while playing, like, a death game, I think. The only noble thing was rebuttal against Mario. Yeah, she did kill people, indeed. She killed because she was a psychopath. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that's fair. But overall, so I think... Oh, God. Honestly, low C tier. Okay. Peach's body, though, for Drop Dead Daylight, I think is a great A tier. Top of A tier right now. Because it was supposed to emulate, like, the student council for, like, V3. But I will say, I like Peach, what I did with Peach better than Angie. Because, like, you can at least see Peach's, like, intentions. Like, she actually just doesn't want any more people to die. And she kind of strongholds, like, the people and her friends into going along with this. And it makes it feel sad when she does actually die, because you can at least somewhat see her intentions. And I like what I did with her body. And then Bommy, ooh. What do I put Bommy as? As a victim, honestly, I don't even remember that much Bommy did, so... I'm gonna put her in B, like, maybe top of C tier, because at least Peach was Angie done right. I'll put her in the top of C tier, because at least she was nice. L-Chip, I think, was a good killer. I'll put him in B tier. I like the way he actually killed Peach with, like, shoving spices down her throat and, like, covering her mouth so she would choke to death. So, yeah. I think L-Chip was a good killer. And I think he had a good motive. He wanted to free... He wanted to free everyone from the student council, which I think is a decent motive. And his execution was fine, too. I think we'll put it was Monokuma eating, like, a burger burrito... Like, him in a burrito. And overall, I do think the trial was decently good, so top of B tier. Now, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Y'all discuss stuff in chat. I will be right back. I am back. I am back. So... Wait, hold on. I got... give me a sec. I was just clearing some notifications. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so next up we have Rosalina. What the... Okay, honestly... I think Rosalina's, like... This Rosalina is, like... middle of C tier. Like, I think she died via poison. Oh my god, guys! It was poison! It was poison! A reference to something to all you cultured people. Alright, but anyway, no. But on serious note, I don't remember why Jirachi decided. I think, like, because, like, the Necronomicon, she used the Necronomicon to regain her memories or some shit, and, like, she referenced, like, other killing games. This was when I, like, this was the era where, like, I was referencing other channels, DR Plushes. I don't do that anymore. Well, not anymore. I do it with careful consideration. But honestly, I can't. She's at least. She might be top of C tier, actually. I think she drunk something from the start. I don't fucking remember. You'll see that I don't remember a lot of things for a lot of these fucking people. But I can at least say I did like Jirachi's execution, maybe A tier, because she is like a shooting star. She falls from the sky. That's at least somewhat clever. Damn, we don't have one S tier execution yet. Damn. But yeah, overall, I think her trial is kind of mid, so we put that in C tier. Oh, excuse me. Alright, the next up... Oh, fuck. Next up is Meta Knight. Now, why I decided to kill Meta Knight here... oh, fuck. Now we get to Chapter 5, which... Okay, first off, Meta Knight as a whole, I think should be in, like, B tier. Top of B tier. Because I don't hate his death. I think Meta Knight should have always died here. I don't know why I injured him and then just decided to kill him. But Mario being the killer, I don't like what this is the one thing. Because I can go back and, like, rewrite everything and give the killers a motive for something. Mario being the killer, I wish I could redo. It is but okay, it's a copy of V3's Chapter 1, but worse. Which series do you think regretted canceling it? I definitely say maybe I should have continued the United Despair timeline, but, like, at that point, it was hard to map out. It was really hard to map out. Maybe, okay, I do have something. The Despair Restoration timeline, I have thought about something recently. If I want to put work into it, I have a way to maybe bring it back one day, but not in the way you may think. It would require tons of reworking, though. But yeah, Mario, like, he's not a bad killer. No, actually, the more I think about it, put Bro at the top of D tier. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Well, I need to refresh all of this. But, his execution, I like his execution, though. It was at least somewhat creative. But, oh my, you want to know who I should have made the killer in this trial? I should have made, we'll get this over with. We'll put this in D tier. I should have made Marshadow the killer. Because honestly, at the time, what the fuck did Marshadow do? Like, oh, it's supposed to be this big one where she takes over as protagonist. But what the fuck did she do? Because I do not remember. And that says something when I don't even remember. Yeah, he didn't even kill Meta Knight. It was Shy Guy. Which, by the way, the best, honestly, I think Shy Guy is an A-tier mastermind. he was at first an unwilling mastermind, but then when Rosalina died, one of the few people who actually showed him kindness, he's like, maybe I should end this game. And then Jirachi just fucking kills her. She's like, nah, I'm just gonna go batshit now. So, yeah, I do like Shy Guy, and this started the whole Eclipse saga of it, and I do like the saga. This is probably one of my favorite sagas of GR Blushes I made. But, yeah, I like Shy Guy as a mastermind. And then his execution was admittedly a bit little lazy, but it mirrors Luigi's in a way, so I'll put it in B tier. But we also have Luigi's unused execution, which what would happen, it was a bonus video I made if Luigi was Chapter 1's killer. And you know what? Ironically, I think this is our first S tier. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It says something when the one non-canon execution is one of my favorite executions. But the final trial too, I think that was a good final trial. So we'll put it in high B tier. And then the survivors, which once again, I like Nabbit, I like Daisy, and I like Captain Toad. Marshadow is the only one I would switch. If it weren't for that, I would say this would be S tier. But since Marshadow is there, A tier. And Marco, Red Pill Trade, no offense, how the fuck is this my best Danganronpa Plush series? How the fuck did I peak with this? I need more info. How the fuck did I peak with this? I need to know how I peaked with this. But then we get to Quarantine Upstairs. And this is honestly when I really started to have fun with my Danganronpa Plush series. Because I think this is when I started to really fall in love with making them. First victim was Kirby. I don't honestly know why I made Kirby the first victim. I think it was to, like, subvert expectations. Oh, yeah, Max, he made the pre-trial ad for the Quarantine Sphere. But, I think I made Kirby the first victim purely because he's already survived a killing game. I was like, oh, it's not like he's gonna do anything in this one, so let's just, let me kill him off. So, ultimately, how the fuck did he die again? Like, a chair was pushed and he got stabbed in the head? I don't remember exactly, but, you know, solid B tier. Hold on, I need to take a breath. Alright, but, yeah, I think Kirby was a good first victim. Komo-san being the first killer is... Honestly, it's just the his motive is just the stereotypical, my family's in danger, I need to get out. But I still like... This was also the first trial that was separated... This was when trials started getting separated into two parts. And that's... I think that's a sign of, like, oh, I'm actually putting a lot more effort into these trials, into the motives and murders. So, and I do like Komo-san's reason for killing. I like how he killed. So, I think top of B tier. I think that's fair. I like this execution too of him getting buried alive, so we'll put that in middle of A tier. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. If anyone's sued for that motive, it is Komo-san. And honestly, I think this is the first A. Like, we got a good A tier. Okay. Toad's body. S tier. S tier. S tier. This is one of my favorite trials. Because, oh my god, I like... If you know what... Because this isn't Toad, I think this... Well, I think that's the actual, like, Toad's body. No, it's a replicated Toad body. Made out of, like, fake meat or something. Here, why did you make Sonic Killer? Because he wanted to see his... I don't know exactly why. I mean, he fit the archetype of, like, someone killing for the family. I don't know. But the reveal that it not only was Toad alive, but the Toad from the beginning of this game was Captain Toad from the previous game. Oh, one of my favorite twists ever. And then the killer, Sonic. Oh, that's also S tier. Our first S tier killer. Our first S tier killer. Honest, you know what? S tier killer. First S tier killer, Sonic. Because, oh my god. I like how Sonic just broke. Like, he was not in the mood for any of this. I think, like, the real reason for why he actually went through with it is because of the whole mic. I don't know. I think he still, like, consciously went through with it. But I like Sonic. I like, and the quill being left behind, being the pipe, everyone mistaking it for a pipe cleaner. Oh my god, I love that trial so much. And then his execution was good with him running away from it, and S tier. Actually, no, we're being generous. Let's go A tier. Okay, so first S tier trial. You have our first S tier trial. But we keep getting better. Knuckles' body in Quarantine Despair. S tier. Elijah's body, honestly, kind of just normal, so B tier. Sonic just has good trials, yes. But okay, Knuckles' body, because when you learn that Tails was the one like mind control him to like kill Marie, and then Callie killed her in self-defense, it's really fun. And then Tails just kills Elijah just to cause more chaos because Tails went crazy after losing Sonic. I love that. I love that. And oh my god, S tier killers right here. S tier. This was the first trial I ever made that hit an hour. And oh my god, I love it. Because if you think about it, Callie could have gotten away with her crime if she had just stayed quiet. But no, she confessed. She just wanted to know how Elijah died. So, oh my god, and Tails is going straight up the deep end. That was fucking crazy. Pretty sure most people forget Elijah existed. Yeah, Elijah hasn't made an appearance in a while. You know, maybe Elijah will come back maybe in a future season of PS if I'm still even making videos by then. But I would like to bring Elijah back. Bro, Tales in Quarantine Despair was favorite adaptation of Tales and Danganronpa Plush. She didn't want to murder. Yeah, it was in self-defense and she got punished for it. And then her execution, S tier, S tier, S tier. Oh my god, yes. You already know where this trial is going. This is going at the top of S tier. I think this is the trial where I actually started to peak. Oh my god, yes. Alright. And then... Alright, this is where okay, unfortunately, the next two trials do not follow suit in peakness. Because I think this is when, like, here's another tip. Take your time with making your motives. Take your time with planning out deaths and who's gonna die. Because this death is essentially kind of just like Home Sweet Despair Chapter 4. So, And I do regret not keeping Tails alive. So, honestly, for this, I'm putting this in C tier. Donkey Kong as the killer is sad, but it's also kind of like Gonta. So, again, C tier. I will admit, though, we're blazing through that one. But, ultimately, I do like his execution, so that's at least A tier. But overall, this trial was just kind of meh. So, top of C tier. We're just gonna breeze past this trial. I do like how Amy is like one of the few people who actually still like talk to Tails in this chapter. So, Tails should have been the chapter 5 victim. Yeah, chapter 5 victim instead was Susie, which I don't even remember. I don't even remember the exact reason why Paintbrush killed her. I don't remember the reason for both things. But, I mean, at least her body's interesting. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna breeze through chapter 5. Paintbrush is chapter 5's killer. Honestly, D tier. Their execution, F tier. They just got shredded by paper, which, you know what? We'll put them in that in D tier. Oh! Oh, because Paintbrush thought she was going to kill Yoshi. Okay, well, in that case, we'll move her up. We'll move them up to C tier for that. I don't know, but yeah, overall that trial was just kind of mess, so we'll put that in rushed and mess, so I'll put that in the D tier. Actually, no, top of D tier. And now we get to okay, first off, traitor reveal. Toad being Captain Toad. S fucking tier. S fucking tier. That is one of the best plot twists I think I've ever come up with. And Chespin being the mastermind. It's nice seeing a mastermind, I think at least, who is not really evil and instead just being forced to be a mastermind. And the real mastermind is like someone behind the scenes. So, honestly, Chespin is right up there with Shy Guy, next to him being A. And her execution it wasn't that creative. It was just like, you know, the typical like, oh, after school punishment. But, you know, it was still a good fitting end to her. Overall, the trial, this is like probably one of my best final trials, so we'll put that. Damn, look at this. 3 S tier trials, all from this series. Trial overall was good. S tier. And then, say what you want about the gender imbalance of the survivors. Here's another tip for fangin writers. You do not need to have a gender balance. Because one of the things, another thing, do not let anyone, well, unless it's like you have a team and like you're all like collectively writing for characters. Whatever you do, do not let people who are not in your project influence the fate of your characters. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, looking back, I let some other opinions influence how I did some things, and ultimately I still think this series, Survivors, S tier. But if you're making like a fangin fan project, don't let like, oh, I still think you should have a decent gender balance of characters. Like, if there's gonna be 16, you should have 8 girls, 8 boys. But how the consistency of they're dying, that's up to you because it's all focusing on the story. But yeah, damn, 2 S tier survivor lists with Yoshi. Alright, before we begin Island of Eclipse, I'm gonna get water again. I will be right back. Oh wait, I got a DM. Oh, also I'm back. Hi. Alright, welcome back. Now we get to Island of Eclipse, which I think is a series I both love and hate, because although on paper I like the outline death order for this series, I get why people hate it, but for some reason, people just hated me when I made this series. Like, I outright said, the point of Island of Eclipse was to parody Super Danganronpa Another 2. But people just didn't listen to me and fucking started, like, harassing me. Well, not harassing, but they said mean things in the comments and in the live chats. But whatever, I didn't let that stop me, and I still made this series. So, let's start off the series with the best series, and it's fucking hilarious. Thank you. Starting off, Joseph. Honestly, I think this Joseph death is S tier. Why? Because I do like the murder behind it. He was shot earlier, stolen, his e-handbook was stolen. And then during the party, there was like a trap set up to like shoot him again when he was already dead. Oh, really? Sweetheart? That's nice. That's nice to hear. I'm glad you at least like it. It wasn't a ripoff. It just felt like it. But okay, if it was a ripoff, it would be 1-to-1 with SDRA 2, but it wasn't. But I liked the first this Joseph death. Oh, and Bomb being the killer, I think it's still like, sure, he's just there to like, because he's a member of Eclipse, he was kind of like destined to be a first killer, but ultimately I still liked him. So he's A tier. Thank you, Max, as always. And then his execution was interesting too, about like him going to the war with zombies. I get in hindsight it doesn't make sense like why there's zombies there, but I still think it was a good execution overall. So I think it's high A tier. So overall, I like this trial. It's not like S tier, but it's A tier. And now we get to Trial 2, which, honestly, Lollipop dying here, I think I just include Lollipop in this series because I really liked them at the time in BFB. I still like Lollipop. She's still one of my favorite characters, but and the whole thing with like the spit ice cubes, what the fuck was I on? But ultimately, I think this Lollipop is like a B tier. Sunflower, I think just fits the bill of like a crazy killer. Is that a bad thing? No. I have a friend, and we have just both come to a conclusion that in fans, you can write good crazy killers without saying too much. Because I would like anyone to like see these fans. Go watch Tetro Danganronpa Pink and Desperate Heart, because those two fans I think know how to write a good like insane chapter 3 killer. I mean, granted, Sunflower was not a chapter 3 killer, but I still liked her, and I can't really say much about her motive. I mean, she was assigned to keep an eye on Lollipop because like she was like getting to the truth or something. And although her execution isn't the best, solid B tier. But so ultimately, this trial is also B tier. But now we get to chapter 3, which this was one of the things where I had nothing to go off. I decided to break off from a Super Danganronpa number 2 from. Because, like, if you don't know, in Super Danganronpa number 2, chapter 3 was, like, with the double killer thing. And I didn't really have any characters that could do that in this. So I decided to actually come up with an original concept with the characters. And, honestly, I think both of these are, like, maybe, like, Chemic's body is A tier, but Mimikyu, quote-unquote, is S tier. The events leading up to everything coming here was amazing. And then the Mimikyu being the killer off accident, S tier. Like, maybe middle of S tier, yes. And then the Robonyan reveal of him being a member of Eclipse. Honestly, we'll get to that when we'll move Robonyan right here when we get to him. Hold on. I need to check something in DMs real quick. Oh shit, Tetra's having a celebration stream tonight. Alright. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. I forgot Monomi's execution. Monomi, it was just Danganronpa No 2's execution, so, you know what, just Danganronpa 2's execution for, Mimikyu's, though. I think, you know what, at this point, it's in our washing machine execution. We'll just put it in B tier. Damn, I killed my mascot. I killed my child. So, overall, I think this trial is S tier. Alright, next up is Oswald. I think Oswald was a good... I think this was an A tier. Because it was a suicide, and a lot of the other characters thought about, like, were involved in the killing. Oh, hey, fan, it's been a while. The culprit reveal of Oswald, it was essentially just like Shinji's case from that story too, but it's still B tier. And Link Link was just trying to be a Nikkei, Kenny. Let's be honest here. But I still think Link was A tier. His execution was also, like, decent. So we'll put that in B tier. Overall, the trial was just B. And then, okay. I unfortunately have to rank Chapter 5 as a whole really low. Because during the editing process, for some fucking reason, the editing software, kicked out the in-between clips. Which is why, at one point, it cuts to Ashley's POV. And then it just cuts to Junior's body. Like, that's why, like, the in-between of Chapter 5's footage is uploaded separately. Curious if Oswald's execution was Link. Interfere. I don't know what it would be. But, honestly, this body is D tier. The Robonyan being the falsified killer thing. Kinda C tier, honest. I need a break from talking. Give me a minute. Oh, I didn't know. We'll get to ranking Robonyan and Miku as one separate whole in a sec, but, an ultimate punishment. Honestly, I do like this punishment a lot. It's not S tier, but I think it's at least middle of A tier. And then, overall, the trials. I can't rank this trial high at all because of just Chapter 5 just being so messy. But, yeah. Robonyan ultimately, here's the thing. Rohan, what the fuck did I just say? Robonyan is supposed to be like, kind of like the Iroha of Eclipse. And the thing is, I haven't said this before, I don't like Iroha. I really don't. So by that association, this version of Robonyan, I don't like as much. I'll give him this. At least he grew some balls at the end, unlike Iroha. So by that merit, I'll put him in high B tier. Miku overall, this was the first Miku in any of my Danganronpas. So I'm gonna have to give her an S. I know I milked Miku a little too much going forward. Let's just leave it there. I know, I've seen the comments about me milking Miku. Let's not get into it. But that ended Eclipse, and the execution was essentially just the collapsing of the digital world. So we'll put that in B tier. And the trial overall was just a B tier trial. But the survivors though, I think this surviving cast is another S tier cast. I really like the surviving cast of Island of Eclipse so much. I like it a lot. We got Paratroopa, Ashley, Waddle Dee, Meloetta, and Junior. Even if you cut out Meloetta and Junior for being surviving again, I think Paratroopa, Ashley, and Marley are still like a good 3 survivors. Alright, and now we get into this. Now, before I start ranking any of these, this is the era of Danganronpa Plush where unfortunately I started to lose a lot of love for making these. And there's a lot of reasons why, which I won't give into reasons. There was a lot of outside reasons. I was just trying to have fun, and then some stuff happened. And honestly, it really just killed my joy for it for a while. And it impacted and created a domino effect going throughout. Here's the thing, because I like all of these series conceptually. It's just the things that happen around them that really kills my enjoyment for them. Once again, I'm not gonna get into it, but if you know, you know. Okay, let's start off with a positive, though. The first victim of, Fuck, what was this one called? I think it was Endless Killing. So, Endless Killing. We have Pink Yoshi. Honestly, I still think this, once again, we're putting Pink Yoshi in A tier. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. I'm, like, obviously, I'm not still too into I'm still making Danganronpa Plush. I'm not, like, as into it as I was back in the day. But I'm still into Danganronpa Plush. Danganronpa will always be my number 1 hyperfixation. But, yeah. These series showed me that I can't oh god, people can be mean. No, Max, don't worry. That's fine. Hold on. But yeah, Pink Yoshi can't catch a break. Honestly, her body was good, and I like the way that she died too. Like, she was put on a rope, and then like put on a high surface, and the morning announcement scared her awake. Into which she inevitably like killed herself essentially. But since she wasn't put up there, she wasn't the one to put herself up there. El Tonio was put on the stand, and I like El Tonio's motive. I think the first motive was like, if you kill someone to get away with it, you can take 2 people out. He killed so that way he can get him and Mario and Luigi out of the killing with him. And I really like that. So honestly, El Tonio is S tier. Like, it's sad though because El Tonio hasn't come back in a while. But if El Tonio ever does come back, I do want to do something with El Tonio. His execution though is kind of meh. What do we? Sorry, excuse me. But yes, but his execution was kind of like Mario's from Drop Dead Daylight. So honestly, just B tier. But so the trial overall though, I think is like a decent top of A tier. All right, and next up is, which I'll admit, this chapter 2 of this season was very heavily inspired by Danganronpa 69's chapter 2. I know that. Except the thing is, back then I was making these for fun. I didn't care if something was mirroring another case. I was just trying to have fun. But then you know, people can't get that. People take things so seriously. But overall, I think DDD... Oh, God! Fuck. Okay, before we get to continue talking about DD, which we'll put him in, like, B tier. Something I can say about the trials in this series that I did like. One thing I did like. So much. Oh, okay, bye, Sweetina. One thing I do like about the trials in, Endless Killing is the new minigame of, rebuttal shutdowns, where two separate characters have a rebuttal showdown, and Mario has to side with one of them. I love that concept so much. I might use it maybe again one day. I don't know. But overall, back to I do like Zelda case and the Monokuma Wish. People got mad that it was like 69, but I liked it a lot. And I think it's still an A tier case. And ultimately, I think her execution was also really good. I think we should put that shit top of A tier. So overall, although this trial was similar to 69, I think it's good B tier. Now we get to this, which Dry Bones, first off, I think is a good victim. Sorry if I don't have much to say. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff going on with the series, so if I have nothing much to say, it's because of that. Ultimately, I like the motive of, like, secrets getting revealed one by one, and ultimately Mega Man finding out that Blue Toad was the killer off bat, like, because of something. I don't remember the exact reason I gave for why Mega Man found out that Blue Toad was the killer, but knowing that, like, for Blue Toad finding, like, the other secret motive that specifically targeted Mega Man, I do like that. However, because of the things involved with this case, I'm gonna have to put this in C tier. Oh, hold on, let me refresh chat. Oh, damn, dropping viewership, oh my god. Blue Toad overall as a killer is kind of meh, if I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to try to do something with him. I liked his execution, was interesting, but yeah. Overall, this trial was kind of mid, so C tier. Alright, here's the thing. I like what I did with this trial. I think what I got inspired from, I like what I did with it. But for reasons I can't say, this trial leaves a very bad taste in my mouth. So, I'm just gonna rank things purely objectively. The body, I think, is straight up S tier. The collaborative culprit operation between Pig Patch, Mario, and Koopa the Quick, I think is S tier. Execution, honestly, also just, it's basic, but it gets the job done. B tier. And the trial overall, I think, was relatively good. A tier. I'm not going to elaborate much more. Fun time for... Okay. I can actually talk about this. I still, to this day, think... Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing to live by, Marco. Don't trust every person you meet on the internet. I can now say with certainty that the people that I know now, they're very kind, they're very supportive. I knew some people back then who just... I needed some support, and I luckily have now found a lot of people that do support me. Okay, but back to Funtime Freddy. I, to this day, still think I should have let Funtime Freddy live. I think killing him off was kind of shitty, but, like... I don't know what to say about Funtime Freddy, like, as the victim here. I think bottom would be Monica overall as this killer. I think she just confessed to it afterwards, so honestly just B as well. I do like how she went out badass and just killed herself and didn't let the execution kill her, so I have to put that at least high B for that. Oh yeah, Funtime Bond Bombing, the first one. To find the body, that was good. Overall, the trial was kind of in the middle, but sorry, I heard screaming. I think my parents are yelling at my dog. Alright, yeah, these two fucking fake BDAs, I don't know where to put them. We'll just put them in, like, the Monokuma one in C tier and the Luigi one in A tier, I guess. Now, for some fucking reason, okay, here's the thing. First off, my opinion on Froki being the mastermind, S tier. The point of Froki is that he's supposed to be unlikable, and then when everything came out, people were lambasting me for this. Like, ugh, why does Froki get to... You're supposed to be mad at him. And then, why make the excuse that Luigi's technically the mastermind? Because he put the thing in his chest that releases the locks to this place. It's supposed to be tragic. I think it's both S tier. But everyone hated me for it. I like Froki as, like, an unsympathetic mastermind. I like Luigi as, like, a needed sacrifice in order to continue, like how that went down. And the execution was at least decently symbolic. But overall, I like the final trial for yeah, he is just Akira from Rebirth. Yeah, A tier. And then I will say Froki ain't included in the surviving cast. But honestly, these three survivors, again, I really like them. I wouldn't change any of them. So S tier again. All right, and now I can actually talk positive about this one, because Lying Lockdown is one of my favorites. It's, as my good acquaintance ER Dragon has said, it is the most milk toast basic, like, Danganronpa. And he's right. They're right. But I like it. So, you know, good on you for liking it. All right, first up, I think Sayori's body, I think it's decent S tier. I like how I used the rope in conjunction with the paper character. I think it was good. And, you know, it was like an accident gone wrong. She was gonna kill herself, and then Captain Toad swung in. I think that was a good move. I like what I did with her. And then Chapter 1, Killere being captured. I think some people are mad about me killing Captain Toad first. I don't know if they got mad or not. Like, if you paid attention, you would know it was an accident. But I think he's a good S tier killer, honestly. Actually, no, he's going to A because he got caught by Rosalina's ass. His ass got caught by Rosalina, never mind. Oh god, I forgot about that. Next up we got, oh my god, yeah. We got our S tier execution. I like the execution for Captain Toad. What can I say about it? It was just, I really liked making it and how it ended. Overall, this trial, pretty much A tier. There are some things that could be ironed down, but still. Yes, you were mentioned, ER. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go to get some more water. I keep running out of water because I'm yapping so much. And I need to drink. Hold on. I'm back. You hated Rosalina in this series? To each their own. Alright. Next up is Trial 2, which it's Trial 2 is kind of is pretty basic. It's kind of a mix of a few other chapter 2s I have at the time. I like from other Fangant, like DRs and Fangans. But Test 2 being the second victim, I feel like was just out of like the gimmick of her being able to shatter and not leaving that much of a body behind. On that note, I do think she's like an A tier victim, but I do think like maybe I could have done more with Test Tube. Bane, honestly, even though he's a simple killer, there is simplicity in having a simple like evil killer. And I like Nightmare Freddy Bane as Chapter 2's killer. And I will say though, his execution could have been better. I went over Starburst. Hold on. Sure. Sure, Marco Cor. You don't need my permission to do that. Well, I mean, thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Obviously, but yes, you can make a stream of you ranking my DR Plush series. Just let me know when you do it, because I want to watch it. I'd like to watch it if that's possible. But back to this. Yeah, honestly, execution could be there. Honestly, once again, I don't remember like most of what actually happens in these trials, because Jesus, you know what? Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? When the hold on, when the fuck were When the some of these like recorded. Let's scroll down, chat. Let's scroll down. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! 3. It does not feel like 3 years ago. It does not feel like 3 years ago. Oh my god! This just you know, maybe this is why I slowed down, because, oh my god, I didn't think I made this much this... You didn't miss much. Don't worry, Anyway, once again, I don't remember a lot of what happened in the second trial. But from what I remember, it was still a good trial, so A tier. Yeah, but we're getting old, Max. We're getting old. Okay. Oh. Alright, yeah. Pancham. I think we'll put Pancham in B tier and Daisy at top of A tier. Because this is the first time Daisy ever died in any of my DR plushes, so. And I think her body was a decently, like, gory mess. Pancham, though, I don't know why Yuri fucking did. I mean, obviously, yeah, it was despair disease, which it's a poor excuse of a motive if you don't do it right, but I still think, like, it was still a decent B tier. Yuri was still a decent B tier killer. Her execution was basic. Put it in B tier. Overall, the trial as a whole, just B tier. And oh wait, no, we're not at the survivors yet. No. Chapter. You know, I would rank this high if the. For those of you who know, this leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Not because of how if I was going based off of this, I think this would be like S tier. But because of something that happened outside around because of this, I have to knock it down to like B tier. Peach though, I think Peach was a very interesting killer for this. I think this is like Peach's best killing moment. I think this is her best S tier killer. Her best killer moment. That's just a me thing. But I liked Peach as a killer here. She was the most sympathetic here. So. And I like, okay, I gotta put her execution up here because I like the fucking, the little, the pun I made. Why did I forget what a pun was? Impeachment. Ha ha ha, I'm so funny. And it was funny just seeing, like, her citizens revolt against her. And overall, I think the trial overall, solid A tier. No, not S tier. Solid A tier. But now we get to chapter 5. And Gin's fake body. Well, not fake body, but like he didn't die. I think that's A tier. I just have like memories of like someone with like a sun drop PFP saying like as soon as Gin's body hit, like, oh my god, Gin's alive. And then just, or it was something like that. I don't remember what exactly happened, but like, you know what? Actually, we can go back and check. Give me a minute. Where is it? No. Fuck! I gotta scroll down again. Fuck! I just realized I gotta edit the next exit interview. God, what did that comment say? Give me a minute. Right here. Right fucking here. Monokuma, I have some. Alright, wait. Let's go to the live chat. No! Load live chat, please! Please, live chat, load! No! Alright, we'll let that load. We'll get back to that in a minute. But, we'll put Gin's, quote-unquote, body in, B tier. I mean, A tier, low A tier. Ayumu's false verdict, I only, the C tier. Okay, this is going in B tier purely for, like, the meme of, like, I fucking didn't remove the Peach Ultimate Princess thing from Ayumu's title. Like, the execution title screen. But it's in B tier purely because of the reveal that Gin is still alive and he saved Ayumu from getting killed. But overall, this trial was just kind of meh, so we'll put it in B tier. No, the live chat's not loading. No! Yes! Oh god. Where is it? Where is it? Fuck, is it not here anymore? Damn it, I don't think the comment's there anymore, chat. Chat, I don't think the comment's there anymore. This is so sad. Maybe I was just a Lulu. Anyway. Fuck, what did we, oh yeah. Miss the fake Nightmare Freddy body. I just put that in D tier. Just leave that there. Elizabeth being the mastermind. I think that Elizabeth was a good mastermind. Kind of like, you know, just basic evil, but solid A tier mastermind. And, you know, being the ultimate shapeshifter, that's kind of silly. I do like her execution that I made for her, though, so put that in A. And overall, the ending trial was just, it was overall really good. I liked it. It was, actually, we'll put it in B tier. And the survivors. I think this is a basic surviving list. So, I think I'll just leave it in A tier. Oh boy, now we get to the next series. Slaughter Bloodbath. A series of which God knows how much pain I went through when making this. Let's just go through this. First off, Callie. I think Callie being the first victim was a good twist. Because, you know, Callie seemed to just kept going down and down in terms of, like, lasting longer. But overall, I think her body was very good. So, A tier. Sonic being the first killer again. I like how it subverted everyone's expectations. Everyone really thought Squirrel was going to be the killer when he was accusing. But then Tails like, no, that's wrong. So, I do like Sonic being this first killer, so we'll put him in A tier. Execution, not as good as, like, his execution in, fuck, what's it called? Quarantine of Despair. But still good, so... Oh, God, wait, where was his oh, no, right there. So we'll put it in B tier. Overall, this trial, really good. I think we'll put it in high B tier. Alright. Junior's body. I'm going to put this in S tier. I don't remember exactly how everything went down, but this the gruesomeness of his body. Oh my god. And just everything in general. Just the knives everywhere, the fire damage, everything about, like, Junior, like, this case was, it was interesting. I don't remember a lot, because, like, once again, this was 3 years ago. And I do think Junior being the killer, good twist. I think it was one of my best conceptualized twists. So, I liked it. It's sad that I can't like it that much anymore because of stuff that happened around it. But I think it was an S tier. Is the execution heir to the throne? Yeah. It's just putting Junior's body. So, yeah. But the trial overall, I think, was good. So, A tier. Hold on, wait. Fuck. Got something on my face, hold on. Alright. Now, Toadette's body. I like Toadette's body. I like how it was discovered. I like how she died in front of, like, everyone, and how, like, Rin unknowingly just accidentally killed her. So, that's A tier. Oh, fuck. Wait, I forgot the other victims. Marie was just there, honestly. I forgot why Len killed her exactly. It's been a while. And then Chili Pepper Cookie died. You know, I was about to say something good about it, but then I remembered something, so unfortunately I have to put this in D tier. I like it conceptually, but a lot of stuff happened because of Chili Pepper. So, next up, I did like me making the double killer twist. I think that's S tier. I'm gonna breeze through Slaughter. I'm gonna try to breeze through some of Slaughter Bloodbath, honestly. Mimic Me was, I do like their execution. I do think it's A tier execution. And this is, to this day, the only trial I've ever made that's ever been split into 3 parts. So, overall, I think it's A tier trial. Chapter 2 with... Not Chapter 2, fuck. Toad and Bowser. We will, put them in A tier. Bulbasaur being the killer, I don't remember his reason. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Through the back half of Slaughter Bloodbath, at this point, I just wanted the series to be done, and I don't remember all of the motives. So we'll get to some stuff when we get to Karen. I don't remember exactly what his execution was, so honestly, we'll just put that in C tier. And trial overall, we'll put that in B tier. Len's body being killed via Monokuma punishment, B tier. His body being strung up like that, I was being edgy, C tier. Okay. I had a different idea for how these 3 were gonna die. I don't remember what my original idea was. but it was gonna be something different. I don't remember, but ultimately, Cole's body was, I guess, the best out of the. Actually, no, Cole and Maureen, I'll just put an S here, just out of because it was someone interesting. Conductor, I'll put in D tier. Karen, I wish I committed to Karen being the culprit. I wish I made Karen the culprit. Because, god damn it, why is Karen, like, popular? I made her to be annoying, like Wendy, and then both her and Wendy are somewhat popular just by being the most bitchiest characters on my damn channel. But I don't know what to feel about Karen being the culprit here. I'll put her in just, I don't know, like, bottom of C. I guess, like, maybe, no, I'll elevate her, like, B, because, like, she tries to, like, convince everyone she's not the culprit, but, like, no one believes her ass. I do like this version of, like, the ultimate punishment, so we'll put that in A tier. And overall, this trial as a whole is kind of just C tier. If nobody got me, I know Karen got me. Because unlike Wendy, Karen is funny. How? This is how I should write my funny characters now? Just make them all like Karen? Alright, but now we get to Rin secretly being alive. So, I like this twist. So, we'll put that in A tier. Conductor being the mastermind really didn't have any merit, if I'm going to be honest, because originally it was supposed to, like, lead into another series in this timeline, but it was scrapped at this point because I didn't want to continue this. So, honestly, unfortunately, for lack of better terms, I'm going to have to unfortunately put him in F. Miku being the mastermind at the end was forced, but once again, that was because of other external reasons, so we'll just put that in B. Because Karen is not sexist. No, what are you Joe, what are you talking about? Karen is 100% sexist. I guess I do like Froki and Miku's getting killed by Dementio, whatever. And final trial, whatever, just D tier. Let's just get to the survivors, and then we can talk about a series I actually like, which is the final one. Overall, I do like the surviving cast. However, I don't think I like it more than any of these. So, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I like Junior I like Tails surviving. I like Ludwig surviving. Squirtle is iffy. Rin surviving is because of the twist. Herb Cookie could have been a victim, and why did I make Carrot survive? So, yeah. We have one more series, and luckily, it's hot take. I think, despite United Despair getting cut off from being, like, an extended timeline, I think United Despair is one of my favorite Danganronpa Plush series. If I were to rank it, it's definitely near the top. Because, maybe not for, like, all the things it did, but definitely, it just felt the best, like, in terms of setup. If, I don't know. First off, Laslie's fake BDA. That was interesting. It was a good fake out, and it led good into Miku's dead body. So, both A tier. Leafeon being the first chapter killer. I love this so much. I think she is S tier killer. She wanted to protect her sister. She didn't even mean to kill. And when you learn later that she didn't even kill Miku, oh my god, it just brings back. It's just sad. Backyard bullying, B tier. And then the trial as a whole, A tier. Goggles is fake BDA. Oh my, it's just funny. So I'm gonna put that shit also in A tier. Ah, fuck my foot. Oh fuck, wait. Torchic dying, I think, was an S tier. Because I tricked everyone into thinking Torchic was gonna be the protagonist. He lasted a trial. Nope. No. Riolu and Lazuli were the true protagonists here. And, fuck, I lost my train of thought, god damn it. Helpy, I think it's just a good killer. And when he was revealed that he's working with the mastermind and was... I'm struggling to, like, talk about stuff like this because, one, I'm still a little tired. And two, it's been a while. It's been, like, a long time. Sorry. Anyway, the last lawsuit, I think, was just a pretty normal execution overall. But overall, the trial and the reveal that Cuphead was the one trying to, like, kill Goggles in order to get out because of his own motive video, I like that a lot. So I still like the trial overall. It was really creative. So I think high A tier. Okay, Wario. Ooh, the Wario body. That, Wario body S tier. Mario body A tier. I do think Mario could have been... Bro, Mario was just a fucking dick to Lazuli for no reason. And then it was just so mean to Cuphead, and Wario was just trying to keep that group together, man. Oh, man. Funtime Foxy, dude. I think this is the best Funtime Foxy killer. This is the better... Look, the Virgin, Drop Dead Daylight Funtime Foxy killer to the Chad, United Despair Funtime Foxy killer. No, don't get it right. I know what you're getting. You're getting the fucking edit. And, oh fuck, I don't remember what her execution was. Well, let's just put it in B tier, honestly. And overall, the trial was interesting, so let's just put that shit in B tier. Why didn't Funtime Foxy close the fucking... Okay, you know what? We gotta move her up for that. We gotta move her to S tier because she spawned a meme. Did we already rank the trial? Okay, now I'm gonna have to unfortunately rank Kirby low because I think people forgot Kirby was a part of this cast. Cause someone was ranking like Danganronpa plushes and I was on the list, and they ranked everyone, and they ranked United Despair as like one of their favorites. So I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. They did not mention Kirby or Silver at all, and I don't know what that says. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to rank Kirby probably decently low, so B tier. This was like the chapter Silver was revealed to be the traitor. Kirby killing himself. And, oh yeah, there was no execution for this chapter. It was just blowing up the laptop. overall, this chapter is the kind of mid, so we'll put that in C tier. But okay, Count Black, you're going in B tier on just because of the headmaster's body. Roselia's corpse, S tier. We'll put that top of S tier. Shiro being the killer, S tier. Because, and her execution, I mean, because of the emotion attached to it, A tier. Here's the thing. We'll talk about this because I'm going to rank this trial top of S tier. This is probably one of my favorite trials. I liked how I subverted Danganronpa V3's Chapter 5. Because, let's be honest here. It was obvious from the beginning that it was either Kokichi or Kaido is the culprit. But when I'm making this trial, I was like, wait, what if I only went into the trial with 3 people who we know are innocent because they find the body? And then the rest of half of the trial is finding out who the victim is, and then finding out who the killer is. That, if I went into what I was thinking when making the trial, we'd be here all day. But I really liked, also, I can definitely see people thinking, like, oh, why did Shiro just decide to go along with that and just, like, she kind of undo all of her development. Here's the thing, though. Shiro is just kind of, like, a morally, like, she's morally questionable. She's not a... I don't know what to say about Shiro. She's interesting. Maybe I'll put her in a Plush Survivor one day. I would like to see what I do with her in a Plush Survivor setting. But, oh god, yeah, we're done with the victims. Miku, okay, I will admit, this Miku being the mastermind is better than Island of Eclipse's Miku and, the other Miku mastermind. This is my favorite Miku mastermind, because Miku is not just a total villain here. It's a sympathetic mastermind mixed with the evil. And Miku's Requiem, I like that. I think it's an S tier execution. It's just the ultimate punishment, but Dementi also dies too. And overall, I did like the final trial. So, even though it probably isn't an S tier, I'm going to give it an S tier anyway. And then finally, the survivors. Honestly, just because I just like these survivors so much. We got Goggles, Cuphead, Snivy, Silver, Riolu, and Lazuli. Honestly, I think those are one of my favorite surviving cast. But, if that's it, yeah, okay, so so here's the final rankings for the victims. Here's the final ranking for the killers and masterminds. Here are the final rankings for the executions. Here are the final rankings for the trials. And here are the final rankings for the survivors. Alright. And I think that's about it. I will put them into the link to these tier lists after the stream ends. But thank you all for coming today and listening to me out. But I want you all to remember what I said at the beginning of this video, this stream. If we can get around 15 pieces of edits or heck even fan art of your favorite moment in any of my DR Plush series, the next video I will make after the next episode of Plush Survivor will be the intro to Academic Despair, and I will start working on the first trial of Academic Despair, and that will be the next video after those. 15 in a month. Get to it. But, for real, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all for watching my dumbass. I might do another stream sometime soon, if y'all are up to it. It would be just me yapping about... I'm thinking about maybe doing a stream where I just yap about Tetro, because I love Tetro so much. And I'd like to yap for a little bit about it, because I love it so much. But, yeah. I will make a community post about, the offer, soon. And, yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. I will see you all soon. Hold on. Bye. Oh, damn it, what the fuck? I was trying to do a dramatic exit. Bye, everyone. Bye.